I know you're probably wondering, when Moon, when Lambo, when is this price going to start pumping for Bitcoin? When are we going to see this bull cycle start? When is the bear market over? When am I going to make crazy gains? I'm going to show you in this video. Welcome back to Crypto Gains, bringing you a quick update on the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin charts, because I'm sitting here with you. I'm sitting here with you trying to work out when Moon, when are we going to start making these crazy gains? We've been sitting there for a while and I'm fed up of seeing these same prices. Are we going up? Are we going down? And if we're going up, how high are we going? If we're going down, how low are we going, kind of thing. I'm just going to break it down. Did I say drop that like? Yeah. This is not financial advice. Do you further research before you invest your money? Can't get it out. Anyway, so what I'm trying... Did you hear that? Do you further research before you invest your money? I couldn't get it out and I got it out. So with this is... I've been sharing this fractal pattern back from 2014's bottom. This was the bottom of 2014, 2015. And I've been showing you how eerily similar it looks. Where we've been, what we've been doing, and how the price has been playing out eerily similar. And I've got this on the daily time frame right now for Bitcoin. You can see I'm going to switch it to the week though. And why am I switching it to the week? Because there's something happening in Bitcoin's price right now and with the indicators that Bitcoin's never done before. But before I do that, have a look. Have a look at how the 2014's bottom cycle, 2015, 2014, still looks eerily similar to what we're seeing now. What's happening with Bitcoin. And this is the weekly time frame, which means 1 week's worth of candle. I hope my bloody camera don't mess me up because, I did a moonbeam video. Anyway, you guys will see it. It was terrible. Messed up. My whole camera's messed up and you couldn't hear nothing. You could still see what I was doing on the screen, but you couldn't see my face moving. I'm just like... the whole time. So, so this looks... eerily similar to what happened back in 2014, 2015's bottom. So are we going to see something similar? Are we going to continue this thing where, we'll probably come down again and shoot up high to $25,000, then fall back down to, what is this? Six. And if we go to 16,000, that's a new low. But, come back down, test the bottoms again, and then bounce back up and then really have that lift off like what you see in this sort of like a fractal pattern that I copied. Action. Time's going to tell. But what I really want to show you in this weekly, I'm going to bring this right down though, so you've seen what I'm on about, is this right here. This whole section, I'm using the 200-week moving average, which is is it the yellow line? Let me check. What's this one? That's the 21. I've got the 21 moving average, and then I got the 200, which is the red line. And the reason I'm saying to you this is, Bitcoin's never done this before is because this is it. Right here, this whole area, Bitcoin has never done this in its entire history of existence of when Bitcoin's been created. Let's have a look. If we look back at the last bottom cycle, meaning 2018, we had a massive drop. It came down to this red line, which is the 200-week moving average. Tested it, bounced off it as support, came up. We saw this yellow line come down. When we saw the break of Bitcoin's price break this yellow line, which is the 21 moving average, people use the 20, some use the 21, I'm using the 21. They're very similar, it doesn't make a difference. I'll show you later. Even if I put it on 20, you can see it's so minute, same sort of thing, right? What I'm getting at is that when it broke this, we saw a massive breakout for Bitcoin, and it went absolutely sky high parabolic, because you're talking prices from $3,000 to $4,000 straight up to $14,000. And but look at this. Notice how the yellow line, when it came down, it didn't even get close. Well, it was close. Never crossed the red line. That's what I'm getting at. There was no cross. Let's take a look back at 2014 cycle, which is what I've been telling you. This is the mimic. Remember I said I copied the bottom? This is the bottom that I copied. But if this red line could extend, I should have used the BLX chart because it shows the extension. This red line, you'd see that the price bounced off the red line, it bounced off the red line, it bounced off the red line, it bounced off the red line, and then it finally broke. Well, it broke here, the yellow line. See this yellow line coming down? It tested it, got rejected, tested it, got rejected. It did break it, but fell back down, held support on the red line, then it finally broke out. Look what happened to the price when Bitcoin's price finally broke out of this yellow line. It bounced off the yellow and it went absolutely parabolic into this most powerful bull cycle we had seen in a long time. So what am I saying is different now? And again, notice how the yellow never once crossed the red. So when we go look at where we are now in the future, this is different. Something different is happening. And is it a bullish thing? Is it a bearish thing? I don't know. But this is very different to what we've seen in the last cycles. And I'm starting to think maybe we should not be looking or comparing this cycle for Bitcoin to the lasts, because it's really different. This has never happened in Bitcoin's history before. But one thing I know for sure is that this usually represents, for me, oversold. Like, it's just been so damn oversold for a long period of time that that pressure has been building up down this. I'm trying to build up pressure. That's what happens when pressure builds up. And I feel like that's what's been going on. So when many people speak of a lower low, we're going lower, we're going to crash and go lower, lower, low right down here. Well, I mean, it could happen, don't get me wrong. But usually when things explode, they usually go upwards. So, a weird way of looking at it, I know. Look, no one knows what's going to happen. It could go down. We could see, people calling 13,000, 12,000, 8,000, whatever they're calling. We could see such a massive, this is a theory, what could happen? We could see the price drop down, straight down to like 13, 12K. I'm trying to measure up right down here and see one of the biggest wicks that you've ever seen. I mean, it's short-lived. Just be short-lived, down, literally in a couple of hours, straight back up. Then that would have marked the new bottom. And then after that, things just go absolutely parabolic because it's coming close to this yellow line, just like what I showed you in the last ones. And look what happened when it broke the yellow line. Went bouncing like crazy. Same within the back of 2014, past 2014. So this is why I believe that we were going to see Bitcoin's price rise, because 21,000 now. I believe that Bitcoin will come up and test this yellow line and at some point break it. And when it does, that's when we could see fireworks. But this isn't enough. You can't just look at one chart and say, this is what the chart's saying, so this is what it's got to be. You got to look at more charts. When will you know? When will you know when things are about to moon? You'll start to see a serious bull cycle. It's this, and I've been showing you this one for a while. This is the monthly time frame. Actually, it's been a while since I showed you this monthly time frame for Bitcoin, and you can see the similarities of what happened in the past. What's just happened? What went on? What's gone on? Messing up my bloody thing. What happened? See, now I'm starting to panic, make sure that my video's not working. Let me just check my video. Am I still there? Yeah. I had to make sure. You saw that, right? Did you see the flash? I don't know why it did that. So when you look at the past, let's go back again. 2012, no, 2013, 2013 cycle. No, 2014. This one here. We had the big crash. Well, there was a big crash here, but let's just use this bear cycle. It went right down here. This was the bottom of the market, because you can see, that was the bottom. Then it went straight back up. And look at what happened when the prices were down here. You can see the RSI, which is this blue line, came right down here. And I'm going to draw a line, a white line, because that's sort of like the base. You see, it formed the base right around here. Then it curved, and then the RSI went back up all the way up to here. Look, I'm going to draw a line. Bang, like that. It says 94. The RSI went to 94, which means that was sort of like close to the oversold area. And look at the stochastic RSI. This one down here, I'm going to bring this up so you can see. This is the stochastic RSI. That was also down in the oversold, not oversold, but, sell pressure. It was just down for a long time. There was pressure. It was building up. It took this long to build up. How long did that take to build up? Let's say from the moment it came out of this blue zone, it dropped out of this blue zone from here, and then it went back in the blue zone here. It took about 557 days from the moment it left, came out of the blue zone. And it's been changing each time. So let's have a look at this one. From here to here, that took 396 days. So, it was less, it was shorter lived. And then if we look at this one so far, from here, how long is this one going to take? So far, we've been in this pressure cooker. We've been in there for about 300 days. So what we're waiting for, we are waiting to see on the stochastic RSI. I want to make this clear. I'm bringing it up a bit. We want to see this curve. We want to see the blue line go in front of the red line. go up, see the blue line in front, or orangey reddy line go up, come back into this zone. So when we see the blue line come into the red line and come up, that's when we're going to start to see some buy momentum coming on the stochastic RSI. And we want to see on the RSI, which is this one here, we want to see it pick up. We want to see it break this yellow line, just like what I told you before. When it breaks these yellow lines are significant. Look what happens every time it breaks the yellow line right here. And I'm drawing ellipses so you can see the break and what happens with the Bitcoin price every time. So at some point, there's going to be a point here where the blue and the yellow merge and we're going to see a break. So this one matches up to here. You see, and can I draw a line? What do? You hold shift and press V. Is it like that? Nope. That weren't it. It's ALT and V. I don't know. You're trying to draw a horizontal line. Yeah, I think you do. Oh no, maybe no, vertical. There we go. Trying to line it up perfectly to the RSI. From here to here, look at the price, all the chart, the candles, shot straight up. Look at this one here. I'm going to draw another vertical line right here so you can see exactly what happens at the cross of the RSI. See what happens here. Look at the price, shoot straight up. Right, well, it came down and shot again. And then this is what I'm waiting for now. What's going to happen in the future? At some point, this is going to cross. And wherever it crosses, I don't know. Let's just say it's here. I don't know. Time's going to tell. This is where we're going to see the price of Bitcoins, start to rise up again. That was a random place to put it, I know. But that marks it. You can't. Actually, is it going to take that long? I don't know. Can you draw like a little prediction line? Maybe a bit further back. This isn't 100%, guys, so, don't use this as financial advice or anything. I'm just being random with it. January 2023, we could see this cross. We might see prices start to lift up again. That's next year. That's not long. We're in October now. November, December, January, 3 months. Prices could very well start, be going up and on the rise. But it could happen before that. We always see things happen before that. Because if you look here, look at these candles here. Before the blue line, look, prices were already starting to go up. You see? Look, before this blue line, down here, prices start to go, Well, yeah. So this was an interesting video, a bit different to how I usually do these analysis and stuff, but I just wanted to show you a different mindset, my different theories on when I think things are going to happen. But this is ultimately what you want to keep your eye on this, the monthly RSIs for Bitcoin, because this is where it's going to show you when pump, when the massive bull rally starts, because this is exactly what happened in the past where things went absolutely parabolic, and that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm going to leave it here. If this was helpful to you, please drop that like. My words, I know. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. No, seriously, subscribe to me, because I feel like I'm going to hit my 100K soon. And I'm going to be so happy when I do. I'm at 91,200. I'm not far off. So let me get to that 100K. Subscribe if you're new. Hello. Welcome in. Big up to you. And yeah, let's do this. Thank you for watching. Become a Patreon as well. The link is in my info section. You don't want to miss out. We're buying things that you can't see right now. We're making absolute insane gains. So become a Patreon. I've got super alert tiers. I've got buy alert tiers. All these different tiers. You come over and have a little read through which one feels good for you. I recommend this one, my exclusive VIP partner tier, because this one unlocks all the posts. So you can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, when I'm pre-selling, when I'm IDOing, all these different things that I'm doing. Whitelisting, all this stuff. So they get to see it all. And you don't want to miss out. So yeah, check that one out. And if you can afford it, then go for the tier above. That gives you my CEO. It's my super alerts. You get access to my VIP Telegram group. In there is where magic happens. Because, I'm speaking to them way before I buy anything. We're discussing stuff. And there's people in there buying way before I buy. Because I'm talking about it and I'm having to rush and just, get my ledger set up and do it. Yeah. My ledger case. The case just rips. So I've had to put some... Anyway, thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.